Hello, welcome back to Will's World Reviews and more. Today I'm back. I know I didn't upload any videos yesterday. That's because my wife is actually in hospital at the moment. So, best wishes to her. Hope she'll get better soon. I'll probably head up there in a minute. But I wanted to give you guys an update. And basically in this video, instead of doing like one match, I'm just going to go through all the ones that I've missed. So they won't be as detailed as the other ones. But for anyone watching, most people probably know the scores anyway, but I thought I'd just catch up with everyone and just give my opinions on them all. So I hope you guys are still enjoying the videos. I've had some more comments from people and they're really, really much appreciated. I hope they keep coming in. I really appreciate those and I thank them so much for the people who have done that because it really makes my day. So yeah, so like I said before, anyone who doesn't want to know the scores, even though you probably do already, don't watch this. So let's start off. The match that I missed first was Ivory Coast v Japan. I watched a little bit of that and was very impressed with Japan actually. You know, they were really quick, really pacey, and they shocked Ivory Coast. You know, in the first half with that goal from Honda. It was a great finish. You know, he seems like a decent player. You know, Kagawa kind of was running the show a little bit, but Honda was probably the standout player in that first half and. Great finish, and surprised that we've not. I know he's had quite a few goals, but I'm surprised that he's not been snapped up for like someone in England. But generally, you know, obviously they couldn't really hang on, and Ivory Coast's strength really paid off, and that was all down to Drogba. You know, him coming on 60 minutes and then the goals coming is not a surprise. He's such a talisman, and you think, you know, he makes the difference. You know, he's getting on a bit, so what? He makes all the difference, and that's what made the difference for Ivory Coast, you know, because Boney scored and Gervinho scored, both with good finishes. They're both good players. I'm really surprised Arsenal let Gervinho go, because I know he wasn't prolific, but he can do that, and I think he's a great player, and I'm surprised that they let him go, and I think he probably has a future in England, even if it's not with Arsenal or a big club, you know, come to a middle club. I really want him in the Premier League, because he's a really good player. And Boney, he's just a natural finisher. So whether Swansea can keep hold of him or not, that's another thing. Of course, Torre played well, and obviously if they can get Colo Torre back as well, that would be interesting. So in that group, it means that Colombia and Ivory Coast have both got 3 points, but I think Japan have possibly showed enough to me to be able to shock Greece and Colombia, and they could be dark horses for the second in that group, and that would be a big surprise because I think, you know, they did surprise me. Yes, they didn't have the energy to go on always with the match, but there could be a big shock in that group. Pardon me. So next one was Switzerland v Ecuador, and let's have a look. I think this was one that I didn't really see much. I was at the hospital at the time. I know obviously that we played Ecuador. England played Ecuador in a friendly last week, and the result was less than desirable for England. But no, it was 2-1 to Switzerland, which was a surprise because Ecuador went in front first, and the Valencia, the Eno Valencia, I think it is, not the one that plays Man United, one. He seems like a decent player. He scored in the match against England, and I'd be surprised if someone doesn't take a gamble on him and bring him to England. But Switzerland showed great character. You know, they're probably one of the teams that you wouldn't really think of when you think of the World Cup, but they showed great character to come back, get that goal in the second half by maybe, and then that last minute goal by Seferovic, 90th minute. I mean, they were both good finishes, both fairly lucky, I suppose, but I mean, I'm quite pleased with Switzerland. It probably means that they're doing pretty well in that group now. So, and they've obviously got Giroud, who plays for Arsenal, at the back, and that's quite good because obviously he's probably one of their star players. But you know, it's not bad. It's not bad for them. It means obviously we're going to the next match, but Switzerland top of that group, and they've given themselves a pretty decent chance of qualifying, which is something that people may not have expected. Antonio Valencia did play well as well, but it just wasn't enough for Ecuador. So the next match, pretty expected really, France versus Honduras. And I really didn't realise how much quality France have actually got. I know they had a bit of trouble, was it in the Euros or the World Cup, where they all had a massive bust up and it was all to do with teammates and just wasn't well. But they've got real quality in their team. And I wouldn't be surprised if they can go and take it on right to the final, because they've got so much quality. And of course, it all started badly for Honduras, and for the match to finish 3-0 to France probably was a fair result, really. You can't really argue with it. Palacios of Stoke got sent off, gave away a penalty. It was a penalty. And that just gave them, they're on the back foot ever since then. And what can you say, really? Benzema stood up and took the penalty and scored, and he's a great player. You know, Real Madrid. I'd be very surprised if they let him go. It looks like they are, because they're trying to get Suarez. If Benzema goes to Arsenal, that'd be cool. I want him in the Premier League. He's a real good player, and a natural and just great finisher. But the quality they've got is unbelievable. You know, Palacios fouled Pogba, and he's a great player. Benzema scored another goal as well, which is another great finish. And then there was that Valladares own goal. But the quality they've got, they've got so many decent players, France. You know, Cabaye and Debuchet, and you know, they're just they really could take it all the way. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because they seem like they're playing as a unit again, and that's something that you can't really fault. And it means that they're probably going to be dangerous. So 3-0 wasn't such a shock result as it was, but it was a great team performance from France. And yes, of course, Honduras only had 10 men, but you know, that group is very interesting now, with France having 3 points and Switzerland having 3 points. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if France and Switzerland go through now. You know, if Switzerland were to go through, that's a great achievement for them. Honduras and Ecuador, they're going to struggle to beat France. Oh, well, Honduras didn't, obviously, but Honduras could possibly beat Switzerland. But Ecuador are going to struggle to beat France, so that could be an interesting one. That's quite an interesting game. I like that. And the last game of yesterday, again, not one that I watched any of because I was at the hospital, but Argentina versus Bosnia. And this game, I think, really set the table up for Argentina to, you know, say to all the other South American sides, you know, look, this is it. We're here once again to make a storm and be surprised. And what do you expect when you've got someone like Messi in your team? You know, his touch of brilliance was what in essence sealed the match and the victory for 2-1 for Argentina. Obviously didn't start well for Bosnia, you know, having their own goal from Kolasinac, I think his name was. But they did get that goal back from Ivicevic. Very surprised that Dzeko didn't play a bigger role. Thought he would at least get on the score sheet because he's so prolific, you know, he's a natural striker. Begovic had a pretty decent game, you know, obviously plays for Stoke. But, you know, Argentina have got so much quality. Again, like similar to France, you don't realise how many quality players they've actually got until you look at the team sheet. You know, Messi, Aguero, Di Maria, Mascherano, Kolarov, you know, great players, all playing really well for their clubs. And, you know, the quality's there to see, and, you know, they really could kind of surprise a lot of people, and perhaps, I don't know, you wouldn't really consider it a shock if Argentina were to win, sorry. But, I'm trying to work out now who's in their group, to be honest. I'm not sure. It's Group F, isn't it? So, Iran and Nigeria. So, Argentina versus Bosnia. I mean, you'd still give Bosnia a decent chance, you know, to see how the Iran-Nigeria game pans out. But, you know, you'd think Nigeria would probably win that. So it's probably going to put them in the driving seat for the second place, because I think Argentina have got the first place covered. So guys, that's it for now. Thank you all for listening, and I want you to keep commenting and subscribing. Really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and we want to thank those people again who've commented. You know, because that makes all the difference to me, and gives me a reason to keep doing these, because you know, it is basically what I love doing, and hopefully today I'm going to be able to do the ones after each video again and get back onto the on track. England don't play again until Thursday, I believe, so I'll be holding my breath for that, but I'm enjoying the football that we've got so far. So yeah, keep commenting, subscribing, liking, whatever you want to do. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all very soon. Peace.